chemistry is just like, it's just like, hitting, you're hitting on all cylinders. Like it's a win across the board. You can start to do shit that you couldn't do by yourself, and then you really win. You start to acquire shit. Like your kids, when they talk about who their parents is, the respect level rises because they get that vibe too. But guys, and I ain't even putting the onus on the female, right? And men, because we're the leaders. And I hear doggone sexist, a woman now claiming me to be sexist. It's cool. Like it's not my setup. God set it up. I'm just following his blueprint, right? God, man, woman. So as leaders, it's up to us to lead our family in that direction. You can't be trying to hold her and she gained a couple of pounds. Okay, cool. Like I promise you rub that kangaroo pouch, right? That's what you do. You rub it, you hold it. Like let her know, like I'm good with that. And what she's going to do in return, she's going to give you so much more of herself because now you're taking her insecurities and you making her feel secure about them.
Welcome to the Love Is Podcast with your host, that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and her co-host, the lovable a-hole, that's right, I said lovable, Mr. DK Walker, where they will be discussing love, relationships, family, life, sex, self-help, and what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Why? Because love is everything, and everything should be loved. Now to today's podcast.
Hello, everyone. It's your girls, that Thorny Chick here in KK Rose, alongside my co-host, the Lovable Asshole, DK Walker. DK, say hello.
Hello, people.
Really?
What? That's it.
That's it.
What you want from me? What's popping? What's hanging?
No.
What's going on? How you feeling? What's going with that? Like it's
no.
As of this recording, it's Friday, so you should be. It's Friday. Is that what you young people say? It's Friday.
It's Friday.
What exactly when
Rose
I be
day all day?
Oh Jesus! Come on now. Hey,
listen. I'm about to have a party at my house. I got to get
in the mood.
Yeah. I'm ready for shots and rosé.
Right.
What you want me?
Okay, cool. Not a problem. So, what is a party? What it entails? Are we we're eating and just socializing, or we got a DJ?
Me?
You listen to old ass Al Green.
It's not gonna be old ass Al Green tonight.
I like grit, man. I like grits. I like grits.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am. We all know. If you guys don't know, I'm a very eclectic listener. So,
stop. See
what?
Could you put your college degree down? Like some of our listeners don't know what eclectic. Like, okay, I'm lying. I don't know what eclectic means. I don't want to put it on the listeners. I'm gonna put it on myself. What does eclectic mean?
Thank you. Just say that in the future. Eclectic means you have a very wide variety.
You just be falling into the traps. Really? You just jump right in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can I finish or no? Or do you really know?
There's no need to. I was being facetious, and you just.
I was trying to be, a bill on Capitol Hill, trying to help you out. I was trying to be Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, you ain't even that old to appreciate that doggone timeless cartoons.
Junction, what's your function? Sorry, don't play with me.
Once again, you seen that on YouTube. You never
Okay,
stop. Hush. One question only will solve. Do you know that or not? Yeah. Which channel did that come on? Which station?
It's going to be different because I'm in Ohio. You were in DC.
No matter what major station. I know you got different, you know what I mean? But what major station? You got when it was the three big which network? I'm sorry, let me help you out. Which network? There's only three big networks back then that did the Cartoon Boy, right? Let me help you out. Fox wasn't a major player.
No.
So which one was it?
ABC or NBC?
Oh, no. You don't get the hedge. Which one was it? Because you keep hollering that you just old soul. You faking.
I'm going to say NBC.
Survey says
it's ABC.
ABC.
I knew it was one of them.
Oh, Jesus. Podcasters, I'm so sorry. That the truth had to be shown.
Oh, my God.
I had to pull the curtain back and see the Wizard of Oz for all her fraudness, always trying to be old. Look, stay a millennial. Leave being old to the old heads. You just stay in your lane.
What? Listen, I need you to pick because today you'll be like, be a millennial. Tomorrow you'll be like, show your age. So pick the lane you want, sir.
Okay, well, be an old millennial. With your old
When
ass.
I
That's
try
what you
to,
do.
then look where we are.
I knew you well. You had a friend.
Oh, don't do Carl Thomas like that.
No, sure, no. Oh.
You sound like you need to take a poop.
Yeah, I promise you.
Like somebody at Shady Pines. Can y'all get him a prune juice?
Yeah, for real. That's the prune juice don't work. Yeah, that's all. Don't come in here with nothing else. Get away from me with them gloves and that grease.
I'm going to remain silent about my comeback.
You should
Just
hush
cough.
your
Just
face.
cough. Just cough. Good one. Just cough really good.
Any. Back to your party, DJ Olass. That's your DJ name, DJ Olass. DJ Olass on the 1 and 2s. What kind of music you playing, DJ Olass?
We're gonna do a little bit of reggae because two of us are. Are you gonna let me finish?
Because one day we're going on this Jamaican thing. Not this podcast, but one day we're just going, like, I promise you, we're going to promise our podcast. We're just going to talk about Karen and her, her roots.
Oh, that'd
Go
be
ahead.
Good. That'd be good.
Playing a little bit of Jamaican music.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Well, I mean, reggae isn't just Jamaican. You got the Trinidadians, you have the Haitians, you have all the other islanders, the Trinidadians,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who's in denial about what? Unlike your old ass hearing, mine is very well.
Oh, okay.
So reggae and reggaeton is islanders everywhere.
Islanders.
So we're gonna listen to that.
Monkey ass days in the Midwest, and she talking about islanders. If you know,
listen, my passport looks very well.
What you said? Like you was that cap? Like I got a passport. Like what are we talking about? Like
you have stamps?
I got maybe a half one.
Okay, not the one that you got out of the Bazooka Joe wrapper. Did you go somewhere and they stamped it for you?
Oh, geez.
You've been through customs?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Right.
She got the major cap just because she been somewhere. It's not that podcast for that. We're not gonna pull that. We're not gonna get into your roots. But I promise you, one podcast we just gonna go. I'm just gonna go in. Like I don't even care no more.
Flag.
So y'all gonna be playing a whole lot of
reggae and reggaeton.
So why you have to say reggaeton like that? Like how did you?
Because that's how I said it. How am I supposed to say it?
They gave the accent and everything. Like fake it in a $4 bill. Anyway, go ahead. What else?
I'm sure some Drake's gonna go down. There gonna be some Ratchet. Oh, your new favorite with your new boo.
Oh, I got a lot of
Meg.
boos. Stop. See,
yeah, I'm
gonna violate. Cool.
I'm gonna violate the neighbors.
Look.
What?
Me and you on a scale of 1 to 10, we're phenomenal. Yeah. But if you ever don't say her name slow enough so it can roll off your tongue like the respect that it deserves,
which I'm not.
Like we can don't be rushing her name out your mouth.
Meg.
You got to say it. You got to see. There you go. Just them light skinned women, just typical.
Meg.
Anyway, I'm not messing with you. Moving along because you're not even gonna take the time to say Meg.
No, Meg.
The Stallion.
No, I'm not. It is Meg. It's all because her tattoos are running through your mind.
No. I got when I said her name like that, and I just took my time. My tongue kind of just shook a little bit. I just know I'm feeling a certain type of way, like I need a cigarette or something. Anyway.
There'll be some Cardi B, there'll be some Drake, there'll be some Meg, some Lizzo.
See, you such an ass. It'll be some Meg. We're not talking Meg Ryan here, right? We're not talking Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan is an actress, a very good one that I have to like.
But you would say Meg Ryan name like Meg Ryan. That's how you would say her name, right? When you say Meg the, not the, Meg the Stallion.
I need your Key Sweat Hotel voice to go to hell too. Why can't you just say it as your normal
Stallion?
Listen, all I thought of was mane and tail shampoo and conditioner.
Stallion.
Okay. Moving right along. So that'll be a mixture of things.
I think when nipples got hard.
It probably did.
Jesus, Meg the Stallion. Break the mold. Anyway, okay, cool. So you having, so what's the occasion? You having this party, you having, various music at your party. What's the occasion, if I may ask?
Some coworkers of mine are moving to different departments. I started my job almost a year ago. And they made some
congrats.
Yeah. So, and they made some changes. Systematically, they were great. Management wise,
Be careful. Walk
They
on
weren't.
hollow ground.
They
You don't
weren't.
gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna bash anybody. So
Right.
with that being said,
just applaud and keep it moving.
Right. So with that, there, everybody's kind of, I don't want to say jumping ship, but a couple people are jumping ship, which it ended up being a total of 5 now. So my September schedule is going to be very, very busy. I'm going to be at the office a lot. I'll be at the ER a lot. So 2 of them actually just left, and so one is moving Sunday, one has been gone for a minute. 2 of them are going back to school. So we're all just going to get together, and we'll send them off in love and light and really, in the directions that they want to go. Yeah, we're just going to send them off with a good old hoorah.
Cool. Well,
And then with
party for you.
And with the garage being down, we get to social distance because the garage not being there, the concrete slab is there. So we're going to.
So they cleared out the whole area.
There's nothing back there. I can see into the neighbor's yard.
Well, it's a good thing. I'm assuming you live near old people, right?
The guy next to me is the ones behind me are my cousin. Actually, funny story. My cousin lives catty corner, so we always yell at each other.
So you,
we always yell at each other.
You,
Hi, neighbor. Like we have no idea who each other is.
Right. Cornball. This much running in the family. Moving right along.
Man.
That's right. Shot. I got a bazooka. I'm shooting.
Okay. No,
I'm spraying the whole room. Damn it.
They shoot back. But yeah,
anyway.
That's cool because it's nice having somebody that is your family that looks out for you and things like that.
You damn right, right?
Yeah, and then the cool part is they own their house next door to them, so we know those neighbors as well. And then the one right next door to me, I don't like at all, which I've never been secretive about. So moving right along.
Really?
Yeah.
Like okay, moving along. We're not
moving along. So other than that, nothing new to report. Other than COVID numbers are back on the rise. Not to be super political, but as a Black girl, she's a little happy with the Democratic decisions that they're making. I might not stand for everybody's politics, but or hush your face, don't you dare.
What? No. I can actually be serious, and I can actually have a thought.
Let me finish. Let me finish though. My on my dad's side, my grandmother was a slave. And when she died, she was 99. She was literally almost to be 100. And so as kids, we would, really, really, we were really taught our history really, really well. And so to have those stories of when, of civil rights movement and all that kind of things, being handed down to somebody who was personally there, it makes it a little different, makes it a little more personal. And so, when we were kids growing up and you're told you can be anything you want to be. And then to have a Black president and now to have a Black VP running mate that happens to be female.
Right.
It's it's a good look.
Right. So I'm not going to be my whole conspiracy. I'm not going to be that guy. Right. I'm not going to be that dude.
Really?
Right. I'm not, and it's cool. We will touch politics here. We'll, sample here and there. We'll definitely do religion here and there. I'm a firm believer in a lot of things, but I love the game of chess. I'm going to say that I love the game of chess. One meme, and I don't want to quote this meme wrong, right? But it went to along the lines, and this is my stance on that. It says, "Don't be so woke that you tear a Black woman down in the process."
Right.
I'm not going to jump because I understand how it was, it was needed. I understand how the positioning of people, and I understand how the Democrats, sweeping down that as long as we're Democratic, we got the Black vote in our back pocket and we double down now because we got a Black woman. So I need people to understand that, right? But in the same vein, still go do your due diligence come November 3rd. Like, I don't give a damn who he chose as his running mate. I'm glad that it is who it is, right? And I'm not going to be so woke that I want to go and I don't really care, right? But anything, and literally anything is better than what we currently have in office. All that shit is smoke and mirrors, if you ask me. It's all a facade. But I'm trying my best not to go down that road. I'm trying my best not to be, because I tell you, I get on this topic and we get the fact checking and looking at. Right. So what you started when you jumped out the.
But that's what's going on right now. And the thing is, I understand that meme. I was at work, of course, when the news broke. And I logged out of Facebook because I was like, y'all ain't gonna VP me, presidential candidate me to death for the next, 2 hours. The very first video I shared was a woke brother who was, discussing her politics. That was the video. I did not post congratulations. I did not post. And then I did see that one. Don't be so woke where you tear her down. And again, it's not that I'm not happy. I'm just not happy with the politics. Now, is anything better than what we got? Absolutely.
Yeah, I promise you. Coco the dog is better than what the fuck we got right now. Bullshit, people. But once again, to me, say again.
Ooh, I got your attention that time.
All I heard was Stallion.
Meg the Stallion would be better.
It would be National Stripper Day every day.
Listen, y'all gonna need more than a stimulus check for that there.
Gold pose for everybody. Gold pose for everybody. Come on now, can we get serious? Like, can we? I'm just Lord.
I'm serious. Sorry.
Anyway, so congratulations on the party. Congratulations on the people that's, moving around doing the damn thing, taking life by the horns. Whether they're moving, different departments at your job, but it is moving on, period. Congratulations to them, right?
Absolutely.
Like, time waits for no man. I think people need to live their life. Stop existing. But like, I'm not gonna get too deep, not gonna get too heavy. Just whoever's hearing this quick little message, this quick PSA, do me one solid favor. Stop existing and get your ass to living. It's a huge difference. And if you got a question, what's that difference? Then your ass is existing. You know nothing about living.
That was good shit. I give you that.
Like, oh, come on now, stop. You don't gotta.
Oh, see, when I don't, then you upset.
The kettle know it's black. The kettle know it's black.
Okay.
Gotta tell the kettle know it's black. The hell, good shit. Anyway, what you got for me? Because I know you geeking, you chomping at the bit for your favorite part of the podcast. You chomping at the bit.
I do my bit. Let me do my bit. Oh, and do me a favor. Text me in like 3 hours to make sure I have my phone in my hand. Because my girlfriends that are coming over are podcast listeners. They do shout us out a lot on social media. They do discuss it amongst themselves. The one is the one I sent you that I walked into the room and I was like, why do I hear DK's voice? And then I came around the corner and she was listening. I recorded her without her knowing.
Oh, aren't you the creep?
You liked it.
This is a creepy kind of podcast, but we digress.
Yeah, so I'm sure the podcast will come up. So I'll make sure to videotape that for you. Send it to you personally.
Okay, cool. See if they listen to the latest podcast that's up right now, which is The Power of No. Of course, I listen to our podcast for a couple of reasons, because I try my best to remove me as I'm part of it. I listen to it as a fan, but knowing that it's us, I also listen to it. But what I could have said, what could have done better, I'm trying to polish up my act. But the most recent podcast that's up right now as of this recording is called The Power of No. So when your girlfriends come over, the podcast listeners, ask them, have they heard that? And what was their take on it? Before we got into the serious subject of The Power of No, like before we even got I never laughed so hard. And I'm not saying that being, I guess biased because it was us. I'm saying that because I literally never laughed so hard at just an idiot I am. Like, what you just dumb.
Are you talking about let a hoe be a hoe?
No. I'm talking about The Power of No. Before we got into the serious part, and that's when we started talking about Vanessa. They're like, oh God, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It is fun. It is fun. It's odd. It's hard still for me to listen because I do not like the sound of my own voice.
Because you vain as shit. That's why.
I give you that. So it's hard for me to listen to my part.
As much as you, and I'm so sorry to cut you off, right? Please forgive me. Look, as much as you hate the sound of your voice, I still sound like I'm going through puberty. But I had to get over myself. Like, man, what you like? It's 50 years, and you still sounding like, you going to Malcolm X Elementary, right? That's eons ago. So, but I had to get over myself to actually enjoy us, and I really do enjoy us. That's not me being conceited, but yeah, I think it's really dope because I'm even before we launched our podcast, I was a podcast listener, and now to get to actually hear my own shit, like I'm so fucking geeked and proud of us. It's not even funny. Like, wow, we did that. And I know people thinking like, well, like there's a billion podcasts out there. Yeah, but I did that. It's my own. Like I can go listen to my own shit. Like if I can't find nothing else that nobody's talking to, I'm like, I can go talk about the topics I want to talk to. I don't got to be in a box. I can if you hear the intro to the podcast, is, we talk about love, sex, relationships, being an entrepreneur in life, right? Like, so it's hard to pigeonhole us. And so why are we so worried? Because I think everything is love and everything should be loved. So get over yourself. Get to listen to us.
I do. But you know what the funny part is I laugh like it's not us.
Exactly.
Like, I'm like, wait, that was my joke. Like, that was my pun. That was my whole, like, gambit. And it just flowed. And I'm like, but I'd be in the car, like, dying. I'd be like, listen, that's some funny shit right there. I was like, that right there, that was funny. If nobody else thinks it's funny, I think it's funny. But, the feedback that we get from our listeners is, they were like, especially, like, the people that know me, they're like, yep, that's KK. That's authentically who she is. So I'm over myself. I let all of me be seen. Well, nah. Don't.
You can't cue?
Mm-mm. You're not going to desecrate.
My imperfections.
See, he don't sound like that. No. No. And they're expecting another child too. They're on baby number 3.
Oh man, them COVID babies popping up. I seen like at work, that's a rack of pregnant women, at least 4. I'm like, look at them COVID babies. Y'all better cut some TV on. Y'all better watch some. Like, y'all better have a game night. And I ain't talking about strip poker either.
Then all they're gonna do naked twister.
You so silly. You so silly, to say the least. Anyway, like, I don't know how we got sidetracked. Could you get to the what the fuck news? Could you get to your...
Don't rush me on my shit.
Don't rush her on her. Like, shh. You see what happened when you give black people power? You see what happened.
Wait, am I black or am I light skinned? Because you change this up every podcast. Last podcast, I was light skinned.
Right? And so this podcast, you will be what?
I don't know. That's
confused. So if you don't get your confused ass to the doggone what the fuck news, you know what I mean?
All right, people. In this edition of What the Fuck News.
You're so silly.
Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. This one is called A Family Affair.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hush your face. Hush your face.
I'm not going to try to even think about where this is going to.
I'm surprised you didn't start singing.
It's a family affair. I'm sorry.
All the puberty came through. It's a family affair. Woo. All right. So this is a woman, and she writes, "It was my first hookup. We were making out on the couch, and after a while, he asked if I wanted to go into the bedroom. I said yes, but then he led me into his parents' bedroom."
What?
Mm-hmm. I remember
he led her where?
To his parents' bedroom. Not his musty, funky room down the hallway with the socks on the floor.
So he led them into his mother and father's.
He led her
bedroom.
into his mom and daddy bedroom. Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet and let you finish, because about now I'm feeling.
Hush your face. I remember him saying that he just always wanted to hook up on his parents' bed, and they were out of town, so we wouldn't get caught. So I just went with it. And even though it was super weird looking at the tons of family pictures on the wall while we were getting it on, I gave my first blowjob and hand job on the bed of some couple who would come back to vacation, fall into their bed, and have no idea what happened days prior. I really hoped he changed the sheets.
Lord have mercy.
It's a family affair.
How do I want to approach this?
It's a family affair. That's when you're
like, what was that? Okay, so
that's weird.
So I got to approach it because I'm a male. I have to approach it with a male because that was his play. It wasn't her play.
You want me to go first?
He led her.
Yeah. It
wasn't her idea. It was his. So either he was on some get back or his kink was, on a whole nother level.
He said,
you think it was his kink or some?
No, that's what he told her. He said that was that he always wanted to do it in his parents' bed. I went to college with a girl who lost her virginity in her parents' closet. she had a thing about their closet because that was like when walk-ins were first like really, really big thing, especially in black houses. Like when we first.
So she got her back blew out in her parents' closet.
Walk-in closet. Yes, sir.
So maybe this is not as uncomfortable as I'm making it out to be, because I do have a story. Like, I keep a story, right? I definitely keep one of my own stories that's akin to what I promise you. It's very few what the fuck news that we've been talked about that I don't got a story that's similar. Like, maybe I'm just that messed up a guy, but yeah, I don't know. I really can't, I think it's a power thing, or just to have that unknown secret that only you know. And so you just, every time, like, I know what I did, and I feel powerful because I did it, and you don't know that I did that. So every time you step in the closet and whatnot, you wonder what's that fishy smell. It was me. Get my back blew out in the closet. Or next time you walk in your room, like, there's a spot on the edge of the bed. It was me. I didn't change the sheets after all. Like how could, okay, so this is where my dilemma sets in at, right? And I gotta, of course, I'm gonna share my story, and I'm trying my best not to be long-winded.
I got one too.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out the way because I am a gentleman, believe it or not, and let my co-host, rock out to with her perverted parent story.
Okay,
with your nasty ass.
Right. So here's the thing: my parents were legally separated, and they had decided that they were gonna still cohabitate in the same house. So on technicality,
that had to be interesting.
Yeah. One parent lives literally upstairs and one lives downstairs. So what my mom had done is like sectioned off half of the man cave, and that side was her bedroom. Now they had gotten to the point where they weren't seeing eye to eye, and she, I think, was staying at a girlfriend's for a hot second. And so technically we all had, my sister and I had bedrooms upstairs. My dad's was in the middle, so he quote unquote keep an eye on us, but given his penchant for cheating, he's not home a lot. So I don't know how that worked for him, but I digress. So there was a bed in the basement. And I can think of at least 2 boyfriends I slept with in said bed. Now, did I have the good sense of change sheets? Absolutely.
So this was the bed that your mama slept in?
When she was here, yeah. Stuck like that?
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel a certain type of way. What is our text only number? Could you please share that?
You caught me mid sip. I was waiting for your response.
Oh, it's coming. Like, cause before I get to my bullshit and before I address your bullshit and your chicanery, like, could you please give the listeners my text only number, please? Could you please do that?
Yes, I'll be Vanna Black. 202-715-1645. 202-715-1645. And if you did not catch it, you can catch our social media handles as well as our text only number in the show notes.
So the reason I asked for you to share the text only number to the listeners right now, and because clearly anybody that has a degree or in psychology, anybody that has, that is a life coach, anybody that can help poor Karen, because she's lost. She just as lost as the guy that, pulled the unsuspecting young lady in the room to have sex, as he mounted her and looked up into his mother's eyes. She is just that lost.
There were no family pictures on the wall. And again, it was
but nonetheless, it was bedroom. The same bed that your mother laid her precious head in, and you and all your wildness got on your back.
You sure?
With your legs in the air.
You sure?
Where does the respect start and disrespect end? Please, somebody clue me in, please.
Oh, innocent one, come through with your story.
Well, first of all, I need to address the young man that mounted said female. And
where is this fake English accent coming from, too?
Please do not interrupt me as I am dissecting the what the fuck news about the guy.
All right, Sherlock.
That got off peering deeply into his mom's eyes, and as he got a hand job in some head. I am never one to pass judgment. I could never pass judgment. But just when you think that there's nobody as worse as you hear what the fuck news and like, there's a chance that somebody's worse than me. And on top of that, my co-host confesses with glee. I need y'all to understand that she confessed with glee as soon as that bed was available. She was plotting. She got her naked ass in the bed and did whatever it is that she and only the sheets and her guy knows that she did. But at least there was no pictures in the wall, so she couldn't stare at them and smile devilishly. At least she had the decency to change said sheets at least. So there's hope for her yet. So please, if you have that text only number, text in. And if you can't offer any help, say we're praying for you, Karen. Say we are praying for you.
Mind you, I lost my virginity at 18, so I was grown. I was
Don't
old
clean it
enough.
up now.
I don't have
ratchet.
to.
You were ratchet at that moment. Don't clean it up with your ratchet ass. Please don't.
I was on Energizer Bunny mode.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Again, Mr. Innocent. Mr.
I've never said I was innocent because I too. It pains me to say this. It pains me.
Passing the Kleenex, y'all.
It pains me to say this. This was, first of all, I would say this was eons ago. Eons.
Oh, pre 50.
No, it was. You damn right. Like, I promise you. Like, this was, yeah. Well, long story short, man, I was cheap, right? So, you know, I had a key to my mom's and pop spot. I had a key. And I knew that, you know, my mom worked downtown DC, you know what I mean? And I knew that my father drove trucks. And so it was he would get home before her because he drove trucks in the area. And I know she had a hellified commute because they stayed in Only, Maryland, which is on the other side of Silver Spring, Maryland. And so I scooped up the female I had met. I went to get a rec ID. I was still in the state of Maryland at the time. I'm still in Maryland now. But I got a rec ID and had to apply it at the rec joint, right? And so I flirted. She flirted back. We exchanged numbers. And I didn't have any money to take her to a motel. And she's acting like she wanted, you know what I mean, me and all my doggone glory. And I'm thinking like, damn, what can I do? Like, it's midday. I'm off work. I need to take her some. I got a key to my parents' place. Now I'm 20, right? I got my own spot, but I don't feel like driving. So I'm close to their spot. I'm not going to drive across. I'm not going to do that. So I take her up to, you know, Only Maryland, to my mom and dad. And we get hot, that mom and dad spot. And we get hot and heavy in the living room. And she was like, you got a bedroom we can? I most certainly do. So I walks into my parents' bedroom. And there on the desk was my mother and beautiful. I was like, oh my God. And the woman starts to get undressed. This is a true story, by the way, people. I quickly closed her shirt for her. Cause I couldn't do it. I couldn't perform. I felt like put like this. I would have preferred, now this is gonna sound really bad. Like on the previous podcast, matter of fact, the one just before this one, we talked about in What the Fuck News how a couple couldn't wait till they get to their car and they actually did to do in a secluded area right next to the National Cathedral. That's crazy, right? I would have preferred to been that couple to actually going to, like, if it was just my father's spot, I'd have been my father, be like, ain't wrong nothing. My old man, he gonna understand. He like, boy, did you change the sheets? And then she got a mother? What about an older sister? Like, he'd ask me that question. So we had that understanding, right? But Benz, though, was my mother's room. I quickly covered up the young lady, made her bust a U-turn, grabbed the sheets, right? Grabbed the blanket, threw the blanket on the floor, pushed her down, did my do. And she was like, so what was wrong with the bed? I'm like, that's my parents' room. Have you lost your mind? And she looking at me like, but you got me on the floor. I'm like, okay, if you won't be on the floor that much longer. Like, you just need to arch your back and smile a little bit more. Sell to me that I'm doing a great job. Do a great selling job. I promise you, the better selling job that you're doing, the quicker I'll come. So she kept smiling. I kept faking and done. So yeah, I'm not, that innocent that I didn't, but I couldn't go all the way with it. I did something in my parents' house, but not necessarily the bedroom. And the only reason I didn't, because my mother's picture was there. Like I said, it was just my old man spot, man, not a problem. I'd have got it in and I'd have been, yeah. Whew. So anyway, I too am guilty, just not as guilty as my host and the people that we talked about in What the Fuck News.
You can't go back and undo history, and I can't say I would.
Say again? Stop. Listen, people need to hear what you said.
I said you can't go back and undo history. I can't say I would.
Look, what's up? I ain't even gonna peel that onion back. I'm not gonna walk it back. Evidently you feel a certain way. Maybe it was because you with your little hot ass. I'm becoming a woman. My flower. I've been deflowered. I'm becoming a woman.
I thought that happened when I got my period in 6th grade. along with the boobs.
I just thought, once you lost your virginity, you flower.
No.
I could be wrong.
No. When you lose your virginity, that's when you can get pregnant. That's all that is.
Right, I get that part, but I think the flowering actually comes in the first time that you lose your virginity.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm not that old.
So.
Right. Anyway, I'm not mad at you. Only you know why you plotted on that bed, and soon it became available. You did what you did in it.
Listen, it was a good thing.
So, quick question: does your mom listen to the podcast?
Occasionally.
Ooh, let's pray she doesn't listen to this one.
She knows. Listen.
That's that light skin. You can't tell me that your household was black, because that would have been me. Like, first of all,
she'll know, but she'll knew before the podcast. I mean, she knows.
Okay,
she knows her kids are freaks that they've had.
We put those two things together, like she had to, because you said she knows, so she knows it's past tense. So how does she know? Is my question to you.
We have very open relationships with our parents, so they ask us things like,
that's that white. That's that light skin privilege. That's bordering on white privilege. Like what? Like that's not what.
Yeah, we have all kinds. Even as a family, we have like sex conversations. Like,
no, I don't do that with my mom. I may curse in front of my mother. May tell a dirty joke. But as far as that, I'm not that liberated. I'm not. That's something I ain't gonna do. I don't even feel comfortable. It's crazy. My mother she was up here, I want to say like a month ago, give or take. And she was like, boy, find me something to watch on TV. I didn't watch everything on Netflix. Boy, find me something on TV, boy. So I go over to something and I found a movie. And it was a good movie. It was funny. And what happened, the guy started to masturbate. I felt horrible. So my mother, she was like, why you turn the TV? You don't need to see that.
Because, wasn't like she wasn't with your dad. Okay.
Say again?
I said it's not like she wasn't with your dad and they...
I don't need that.
How'd you... Listen.
I still lied to myself that I was carried
Immaculate conception?
What? No. I'm not that crazy, right? Like, I ain't JC for show. Although, I'm a child of JC, but I ain't JC for show. But I still believe that, a very strong stork delivered me, because I was a big ass baby with a big ass head. So the stork had to be, had some big ass wings. Like, this is big ass head, fat ass baby, So I believe I was delivered by a stork. Like, do not let me live that fantasy.
It's just a
fantasy
image in the magazine. Oh Lord, that's funny.
No, I've seen your face before.
Okay,
Jesus, that was the jam. Not to segue into guy, but that loud, man. They don't even make good music like that. That's in my opinion. That's my old head opinion. They don't even make good music like that before. So I guess we all got crazy stories when we did it in our parents' house or space.
Yep.
So I was just acting like it was just revolting at best.
It's okay.
But I was just playing around. We all got issues. We got issues.
I got tissues for your issues. So, moving along. So, I have some more questions for you.
Do tell.
So, just like the last podcast, I didn't give you any, preemptive strike to pre-think these. So these are all going to come off his hip, and hopefully he can, not be so long-winded and pass the plate, but we can only hope.
Stop. You can't keep shit. Don't be.
I didn't do anything.
In some areas, women appreciate a long-winded. That's what's wrong with you young whippersnappers. Y'all don't understand when the man is long-winded.
Come on, Shady Pine.
Buckle up.
Okay. Question number 1. What is the most attractive trait a person can possess?
Confidence.
I knew you were going to say
Bottom line, man or woman is confidence, right? I promise you. Take it, because I'm looking at Biggie now, right? Ugly as ever, but he was just the most confident cat.
Heartthrob never.
Black and ugly as ever. However, that line right there told you. Like, I'm not tripping off my looks. I'm not. But however, and you gotta have that however in your life. Like, you don't gotta be. And I'm sorry, because you tell me not to be long winded, but I'm the vibe. I'm in a good space. I feel good. Feel great. But when I'm trying to help somebody, right? I'm real live. No bullshit, no fluff, no extra animated. Like, I don't understand how far confidence will get you. If you believe your shit don't stink, you got to sell that belief to whoever you're trying to get at. Don't put her on a pedestal. I'm talking to my dude. Don't put her on a pedestal like she too cute. She driving the Benz. She like, who cares? Shoot your shot. And if your shot goes, like, if your shot misses or she deflects it but at least you tried. You had the confidence to try. But you be like rocking. You be rocking out. Like if you don't try, then you'll never know. So the answers already know whether you do or don't, but at least you will know. So anyway, to answer your question, is confidence. It's nothing physical. Be confident with your shit. What's your answer?
Resilience. I think what? I didn't say anything when you said confidence is greater. I'm surprised you didn't say shout out to Lizzo.
Everything about Lizzo. Hey Lizzo. I'm sorry about Meg. We'll talk about, me, you, and Meg.
It's fine when you say Meg. But if I say Meg, it's an issue.
No. You see how airy my voice got? Like my voice got airy, Meg. Anyway, so but no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like you said. Please continue with your answer. I don't want to.
I think resilience is an attractive trait to have because no matter what life throws at you, no matter how I feel like how depressed or whatever that you can be, when you hit that rock bottom, you still find enough in you to pull yourself up. I say no. The sun will come up tomorrow. I'll get through this. My family will get through this. A better day is ahead, and I just have to keep grinding and working out what I'm trying to get to.
But how does that work out relationship-wise? Obviously, you're talking what makes the opposite sex or same sex, because we don't care here. What makes whomever you're interested in attractive? Like resilience, I get that. So when you say resilience, I'm thinking that, a guy shoot at you and you bat him down, but he keep coming. So, and then we had a previous podcast where you said that a person needs to understand no means no.
There's a difference between resilience and persistence.
Okay, so I don't have a college degree. Could you enlighten me and a few listeners?
Resilience is no matter what life throws at you, you will continue to go forward. Persistence is I see something valuable in her and I'm going to keep trying to shoot my shot until she presses charges.
Persistence is the continuation of like, I'm not going to take no. I'm going to persist in whatever actions I set forth. I think persistence and resilience are definitely cousins, if not brother and sister. I could be wrong. I am Mr. GED, but podcast listeners, look that up for us. Let us know. But I'm not knocking what you find attractive. Whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. I just thought we were talking about what you find in a possible mate attractive. That's why I answered the way I did.
Still is resilience because you want to know that when you say forever and ever, that when shit gets hard, they ain't gonna just be like, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be, and I don't know how we gonna make it. No, you want somebody that you don't gonna take the rocks, take the blows of life with you, and be like, no, we got this. It sucks right now, but we good.
Right. You know what I mean? Whatever gets your doggone panties in a bunch, whatever gets your nipples pointing the right way. So let me not judge. That rocks for y'all. And that goes with confidence too. Like I'm with that. Like it's for, I guess we're in agreement that it's the intangibles that is the most appealing to us. Which I can't speak for anybody else because because you see what you see. And so you take in the visual stimuli right then and there. So you do a quick checklist, nice mouth. She dresses really well. But what really seals the deal is that intangible for me, which is confidence, that intangible for you, which is resilience. So, I'm not knocking your hustle, man. Great answer. Survey says,
ding. All right.
You so silly. What's the next question, man?
Don't yuck my yum. What is the pettiest? Now we really gonna get in my bag of tricks. What is the pettiest thing you've taken after a breakup?
Oh, wow.
Because we know she petty. I'm super petty. I have a PhD in petty.
The pettiest thing I took after a breakup? Well, I try my best to be honest and transparent here. The pettiest thing I ever took after a breakup, my brother, shout out to John Bud Wilson. My brother was like, you never loan a female that you fucking money. That's you really giving it away. And so me and this female broke up. Like, I loaned her something. I told her, Shorty, you good? I'm capping. Like I got Shorty, you good? As soon as we broke up, like, bitch, where my money at?
Talk about bitch better have my money.
You done lost shit. Like, you said, like, yeah, okay, you don't run my motherfucking shit. You lost your motherfucking mind. But that's why I was young, dumb, and just not understanding life. But yeah, somebody said it was good in the beginning, and once things wasn't good because it was like a week or two later when she died, like went left, and I helped her out. Like you can't test the water. I'm the type of dude. I cut my nose off to spite my face, like, and that's what I did. And so when she was like, I can't do this no more, I can't do it no more either. Let me get it up off you. So that's my most pettiest moment, or one of my most pettiest moment.
The pettiest thing I took when we
call me Richard Petty.
I'm going to say I took back all the gifts because
from the guy.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I was engaged and and I've said this before in a previous podcast. So the day I found out he was cheating and it was over, I broke the wedding glasses, told everybody to come get their wedding gifts. But I did keep the vacuum cleaner from his parents. And then anything my parents had given us over the years, I took. So I took plates, I took glasses, I took blankets, I took anything that was given to us, I took.
Sound like a woman was scorned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right.
He didn't wake up to a burning bed. Right, he didn't wake up to a burning bed.
Oh, if he did, then we wouldn't have no podcast because you would be in jail. So knowing you don't know that. You would be in jail. So either you'd be washing somebody's drawers or somebody been washing your drawers. But I digress.
Right.
Your pimp hand heavy. You dig?
Right. Okay. So now the questions aren't going to be as that we're gonna get a little deep here. What is one? Because you'll go down this rabbit hole. What is one relationship deal breaker for you?
Dishonesty. Like if I can't trust you, I want to fuck with you. And that's not only within relationship, like if I was marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, man and woman, that's in any aspect of my life. Like I don't care who you are to me, because I'm transparent enough. Like I'm the most, you can come talk to me about anything and we're going to solve a problem. Or if we have a misunderstanding, we're going to find a way to fix it, or we're just going to agree to disagree. But far as I can't stand a liar. Right? I'm a lot of things, and I absolutely, positively mean a lot of things. But I don't like, anybody that's in my circle is uber small. They know, what I say is what I say, and you can trust me. So like once you start to be dishonest, I don't want to, because I can't trust you. Like I'm looking at you sideways. That means I can't be who I am around you, because there's always, now you're being judgmental. I don't know how to take you. So the best way to take you is you to be the fuck away from me.
Facts. Deal breaker for me, cheating.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I say that, right? Like, me and my man Ken, that's my brother. We talk about it all the time. And I'm like, people go through spots. Can you come back? I say no, right?
No, because you can't.
As you get older,
because you won't look at it the same. And then every time you argue, one of you going to bring it up. Like if he cheats on her, and then this is the thing about cheating. If a woman cheats on a man, he's devastated. I mean, it's the end of the world. Although we tell you why. To the end of the no, don't tell me why yet. Don't tell me why yet. We've come to the end of the road. He's singing Boys to Men. He looking right. He looked like somebody need to package him up and find a stork to carry him back to his mama. Now, when he cheats,
so natural. Keep talking. I'm giving you the backup vibe. Really?
Okay. I was trying to feel the vibe. But when he cheats, it's supposed to be completely cool. She's supposed to take him back because you said for better for worse. You said you'd always love me. Rah, rah, rah. But then when I'm in my feelings, you got to get over it. No, you cheat, and I understand. Like you said, you hit spots and whatever. Natural. But I am at the place in life to me that I can have the conversation with you and say, listen, you keep going to the left when we fucking, and you need to go to the right. Or if I say don't move. Or you don't.
Oh my God, help me out a little bit, baby.
I hate you right now. I hate you right now. I
hate you so much right now. Look, man,
right, Khalees. Shout out to Khalees. But my thing is this. I'm at the place in life where I can have those hard conversations. I wasn't when I was 20. Now at 30, pushing 40, I can have those hard conversations and say, you suck in bed. I'm not going to say it like that. If I like him, I'm not. But if I'm in a relationship, I can say, listen, we got to revamp our bedroom because however you doing, I don't like it. Or if you bad at money management, listen, this whole me got to, help you out, rah, rah, rah. I don't like that either.
I get that. And so that shows maturity in you, like in all aspects. If whatever's a non-negotiable, and y'all that heard me say that a billion times on a few podcasts, if sex is a non-negotiable for you, then that's it. Bottom line, that doesn't make you a bad person. That just you're just being honest with what you need. And so don't let people make you or shame you or paint the picture that you're not understanding, that you're not, being compassionate, like you're not, trying to help them. Like if you got whatever your non-negotiable is, then that's what it is. And it's called a non-negotiable for a reason. Like we're not negotiating. This is what I need. Like, unless you want me to cheat, unless you want me to have separate bank accounts, unless you want me to be not all in with you, then don't fuck with my non-negotiables. And I think you will save yourself a lot of heartache and time if you have that hard conversation about what your non-negotiables is as close to the beginning of the relationship as possible, and do yourself a huge favor. Actually, write them motherfuckers down, blow them up on a poster, and put them on the wall. So they can never say, I don't know what they were. So they can never say, I forgot. So here it is. So it's like, okay, that's like a dummy book for relationships. These are my non-negotiables. We can survive anything, but if you cross the lines or if you don't step up to the plate with these things that I got listed, then, kiss me in the relationship. Bye, boo-boo. Like kick rocks and break your toe on the way out the door.
Bye-bye.
So there's nothing wrong with you, like telling him, like, nah, like you ain't cutting it in bed, or nah, your financial acumen sucks ass. It's no, and they be like, well, let me, no, don't let you do nothing. I don't have time to let you do nothing. I'm not going to train you, right? Okay. There's certain things I like. Okay. Let me walk that back a little bit. There's certain things in the bedroom that you may like, or whomever may like, and I may have to help you along, but you need to be a quick learner. That's the best I'll give you. You need to be a quick learner, or I'm going to drop hints. This is what I like. This is what I'm into. Cool. When it comes to the money management, like, I'm sorry, at a certain age, you need to at least know how to balance a checkbook. You know at least how to, manage the income of the household. You need to know these things at a certain age. And so for anybody that's listening to my voice, if you're not down, like, okay, YouTube University is a beautiful thing. Like, if you're not doing a college boy, and I know I went off on a rant, please forgive me, but check into like, you guys to go learn certain things, certain life skills, and that's it right there.
We had to give you at least one good rabbit hole to go down. So
like, you can't be asking me certain things. I'm Rabbit Hole King. My middle name is Bugs. God damn it, fuck a carrot.
Most painful thing to hear in a relationship, not most painful thing to hear in life. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Listen to the question. What's the most painful thing to hear in a relationship?
You suck at sex.
Is that your final answer?
Nah, me gonna ask. The most painful thing is, if I love you and I'm all in and you tell me it's over. Like, that shit right there. Like, whew,
yeah.
Like, Jesus, somebody bring me back. I just died. Just died in your arms tonight. Yeah, I literally just died. Like, that to me, the most painful thing. And I know that we're not on good terms, but I in my mind, because I don't want this to end, I think it's salvageable. I think that we can save this. I think that we can fix this. And then you be like, nah, I'm done. And part of me, like, still really big on you, but you then checked out. Man, like, I ain't gonna sit and beat my chest like I'm doggone Hercules. I ain't gonna beat my chest like I'm Macho Man Randy Savage. No, I'm hurt. I'm like, past the ice cream. I'm about to emo eat over this motherfucker is what I'm about to do.
Get you your Linus blanket and a pint of ice cream and a couch.
You fucking right. Like, I promise you. And I'm about to watch some chick flicks. Judge me. Like, laugh, judge me, right? Yeah. I'm going to call up my doggone little brother and we're going to talk like some girls on the phone as I cry. You won't believe me. All I did for her, right? How she going? She be... I promise you, I'm gonna be that dude. Like, y'all can go ahead and act like, no, that's gonna be me. Because I like, that's crazy. Like, I'm if I love you deep. So my daughter always ribs me, right? She always ribs me. She's like, you don't got no friends. Like, you're right, I got family. Like, I don't have no friends. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like, so I love hard. I care deeply. And so when somebody I'm digging on, you know what I mean? Talking about, I'm good. Like, we can't talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. And then like, I don't even know why they bouncing, right? And so then your mind start playing tricks on you, like, oh, she cheating. And then, cause like, you thinking like that you're doing everything that's needed to maintain the relationship. And sometimes people just run their course. Sometimes it's not even about somebody stepping out. Sometimes it just they ran their course with you. So yeah, have your moment. Don't let your moment turn into weeks upon weeks of dust yourself off, man. You'll be all right. And pass the ice cream, salted caramel. By the way, salted caramel. Pass the ice cream, salted caramel. Yeah, that lactate salted. Let me cut the check. Lactate. That lactate salted caramel, man. Look, just give me a spoon. Take the top off and give me a spoon. Let me get at it.
Excuse me. It is so funny you say that because I just bought sea salt caramel ice cream. The vegan.
That should be on your tongue, just wiggling its ass.
Not wiggling its ass. Stop talking about wiggle it just a
little bit. Oh, you dumb. Come on. What's the next question, man?
I didn't answer, fool.
I'm sorry. Well, you don't want to get the party to get like. You got the party. You better be late to your own shit.
It's at my house. Of course, I can arrive late. The party don't start till I walk through.
See, okay, now you black again. That's some black people shit right there.
What? It's at my house. I ain't got
that's some black people shit.
Right,
light skinned people will be there. Mario with their pinkies up. Toodles.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
I will say I think the most painful thing to hear in a relationship is
that you got wacky. No, that's not it. I'm sorry.
I think that someone's not physically attracted to you anymore. I think that's devastating, especially and it kind of piggybacks off the cheating thing because for women, I feel like when women get cheated on, we make it about us, and first thing I think we go for is our physical appearance because let me finish.
I'm sorry, that was a back and forth podcast.
No, not right this second. I didn't spike to you yet. Hold on, get your hands up. But because I think we physically, because of how. Not even before social media, just how the world is systematically geared towards women is that this is the shape you should be. This is the height you should be. This is the weight you should be. This is how you should look. This is blah, blah, blah. And it's always been a woman has to upkeep herself and a man gets to, trade his 6-pack in for a keg or he can gain weight, but you can't. You have to be this image of who he married. And the thing is who he married might have been, slim, trim, and whatever, but she was evil as shit and wasn't shit in the beginning. And now who I've grown to be might have gained 20 pounds, but I'm amazing now.
Right. Well, and I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sugarcoat this shit. We're vain and we're visual. But my thing, if it's true love, it doesn't even matter. My thing, if it's true love, I don't care what you will eventually look like. Right. And I know that we're visual, but what happens when you really love somebody, that transcends relationship in so many ways. In so many ways, it's not even funny. Like, when you're all in, that's going to hurt so bad when she's talking about, I don't love you no more. Right. Personally, me. But when you're all into a relationship, and then, it like, you see past that. You see they become beautiful to you in other ways that has nothing to do with their physical appearance, right? The way that they talk to you, the way that they raise your kids, the way that they, tell you that they love you, that the way that, you lay in their arms and, you have that great morning talk before the house awakens. I mean, so many things that really bond you to whoa, I made a great decision here, right? And so, guys really need to shift their focus because you got to get to a certain age where the relationship itself supersedes what got you there in the first place. Like that means you're still stagnant. You're still trying to hold her to a standard that you're no longer adhering to. She got to look this way. She got her hair got to be dipped. She got to be rocking, designer this, that, and the third. And here you go looking like some shit.
Right, with a keg, a receding hairline, and
hey, don't describe me on the podcast.
Listen, don't describe me.
Don't describe me. We ain't gonna do that.
I don't know. Listen, but you're not gonna have a keg, a receding hairline, or potentially
bald. So I got a bald head because I had to recede. Right. Don't talk about me like I got feelings.
Sir, I don't know. Nikki's not on the podcast. Go get Nikki. Nikki can contest.
I'm just talking about far as the keg and receding because I got a bald head.
But y'all as men cannot have a keg, the George Jefferson. Going bald, thinning, receding hairline, and your little man don't do what he used to do. And then you got issue with me and my 20 pounds because the 20 pounds might go in the right area. And then what?
I mean, but once again, when you go all in, like, I'm not saying that the physical part should stop. I think, being intimate, with your wife, with your mate, whomever, that still needs to be because it lets you know that that's that energy. That's a scientific fact. When two or more join, that's biblical too, by the way, right? So when two or more, it work, and it's a health thing too, right? A healthy sex life promotes health in the body. So you're winning on so many fronts. I'm not, but when you put true love in the midst of that, oh my God! Like now we're talking power couple. So when you hear power couple, you talking about J and B. Okay, cool. I'm not knocking that, right? But that's like a financial power couple. When a man and woman is really on their shit together, man, the chemistry is just like, this is like, you're hitting on all cylinders. Like it's a win across the board. You can start to do shit that you couldn't do by yourself, and then you really win. You start to acquire shit. Like your kids, when they talk about who their parents is, the respect level rises because they get that vibe too. But guys, and I ain't even putting the onus on the female, right? And men, because we're the leaders. And I hear doggone sexist, a woman now claiming me to be sexist. It's cool. Like it's not my setup. God set it up. I'm just following his blueprint, right? God, man, woman. So as leaders, it's up to us to lead our family in that direction. You can't be trying to hold her and she gained a couple of pounds. Okay, cool. Like I promise you rub that kangaroo pouch, right? That's what you do. You rub it, you hold it, like let her know, like I'm good with that. And what she's going to do in return, she's going to give you so much more of herself because now you're taking her insecurities and you making her feel secure about them.
Facts.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep dropping all these damn Jews. Like I'm gonna start charging y'all. I'm giving up too much game. Like matter of fact, like this might be the last doggone free podcast, man. Like it ain't hard, dudes. It ain't. You keep and so
they
we're
make it hard. They make it hard.
I'm gone. Like I'm going down this rabbit hole. So you can't be asking me these questions, and I'll be geek. I'll be on my relationship shit, some vicious, right? But you don't understand once you take care of home, and okay, so you can't. Okay, all right. You can't take care of home if she got a whole lot of ratchet. She's old and ratchet. You can't save her. You can't, if she's whorish, you can't save her. But if you got a good woman, I didn't say great. I didn't even say phenomenal. If you got a good woman and you start sowing the seeds into a good woman, she's going to elevate to greatness. She's going to elevate to phenomenal. And what does that do for you? Like, do you know what type of house you would come home to? Like, you can walk into the house and boom, it's love. As soon as they see you, it's hello. And they're making eye contact. They're looking up from their phone, right? They're telling their girlfriend, hold my husband. Like they talking to their mom, hold my husband. Like they talking to the kids, hold my husband. That's what it does for you. But if you always looking at her like, she used to be fine. Like she used to be. Nigga, you used to be loving. Nigga, you used to be fine. Nigga, you used to care. Fuck out of here.
Who? Damn. I felt that one. All right. 5th question. How to tell someone that you don't love them anymore?
Oh, that's hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I picked tough questions.
I think bad. Can I answer the question? You can talk with the.
Oh, go ahead.
You want to go? Like I'll be a gentleman. By all means, yes.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Be on your DK shit. Go ahead.
It's the best shit to be. You don't believe that? Look, so I think a lot of bad relationships have a longer run because somebody's scared to say goodbye. I don't want to be the first to say goodbye. But both of y'all know y'all suck. Y'all in a bad space. There ain't no coming out. But nobody wants to. So Gladys already told you. Her and them dudes she called the Pips. She told you neither
one of us.
First. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got stuck right there. I forgot the lyrics. I appreciate you. That's why I love you as a co-host. I promise you. So, but nobody wants to be the first. So you go through the routine. And you go through like, hey, how you doing? How was work? All right. You talk to your mom? Oh, they coming? Okay. All right. Ain't no passion. Ain't no energy. The kids be looking between the both of y'all, and as much as they want to keep the house together, they're like, "Come on, now you killing my vibe. This is what I got. I got you." So you're teaching kids to stay in the fuck with that's. So you not only are you wasting the rest of the years of your life, you're actually starting to erode what your kids should know love to be. You're doing them like a great disservice. Have the hard conversation, you know what I mean, and just be like, and they may balk. Because yeah, babe, it's just, I don't care how you tell them. It ain't you, it's me, or I've outgrown you. How do you want to paint that picture? I don't care how you want to paint that picture. Get your doggone paintbrush in hand and get the stroking. And I ain't talking about your dick. Like get the broad stroking. But if somebody need to go ahead and paint that picture for somebody. And I know it's hard because you got bills together, you got a mortgage together, you got college tuition, you got all this stuff together. But like, is it worth your happiness? It ain't.
Mm-mm. It really, really isn't. Listen, I really wasn't thinking about Gladys Knight. I was thinking of the Jackson 5. Never can say goodbye. That's what ran through my head. But to answer the question, you really do, like you said, you just got to have the tough conversation and just come out and say it. I think the thing that, and I say this 1,000 times, I'm going to say it 1,000 more. We are taught that we're not taught to be married. We're not taught to be in relationships. We're taught that you should be married because, sex is blessed in the confines of marriage, but nobody teaches you to be married. And so what ends up happening is you get with somebody, but nobody tells you that as you evolve, who they were or who they become and who you were and who you become might not match anymore.
Yeah.
And when those two power struggles start to bump heads,
right,
it's like, oh, do I stay? Do I go? And like you said, we got kids together. We got a mortgage together. We got a business together. We got this. We got cars. We got vacation homes. We got timeshares. We've got, I'm going to sacrifice monetarily this, but are you going to put the monetary value on your happiness? Because whether you want to believe it or not, your kids, your friends, your family know y'all miserable as shit.
Facts. I promise you, you can fake all you want to.
All you want to.
You can post all that happy shit. Oh, I just fucking
on the gram. On the gram
and Facebook. In fact, you can post all that happy shit you want to. Me and Bay, oh, they kill me with this dumb shit here. I promise.
Couple goals, marriage goals.
No. I got you. I got you. This is some shit I hate. I despise. I detest this fucking terminology.
Oh, Lord.
My king, my queen, like everybody from Africa.
Man.
Everybody from Africa ain't the king and queen. Like me and my wife go through it. Like she'll call me that just to tease me because she know how much I hate that shit. Like what? Like my people in Africa have been like I could have been coming straight from sharecroppers. It's a possibility. And my daughter was like, I don't know about you. I know I was a queen over in Africa. So like she always correct me. Like that's you. I could have came from a sharecropper. I'm good with that, right? I'm good with that. Like, but everybody behind that king, like stop it. And they get on the gram, they get on Facebook, and they get wherever they at. And I'm not. Like, you don't got to pretend for the work. To be honest, the world don't give a fuck about you. Like, you need to be real in your household. And that's the problem right there. You need to be real in your household, but you're concerned so much with the outside world things. And you should never let it get to that point. So when you see, because what happens is you don't, unless you're a fool, right? And we all been fools for love at some point in time in our life. So unless you're a fool, you fall head over heels in love, merge, boom. Instantly, right? That happens, right? I'm not knocking that, right? But you don't, for the normal people, right? For the people that got their chin down, that jab out, right? They take their time in falling in love. They take their time in falling in like. So with that being said, it actually takes time to fall out of love. It takes time to fall out of like. And once you start to see the handwriting on the wall, once somebody got that paintbrush in their hand, grab them by the wrist, and I'm talking, metaphorically, of course, grab them by the wrist, and then you paint together, but you don't paint the picture of y'all breaking up. You paint a new canvas of love between y'all. You grow together. Like, I promise you this doggone podcast about to start being free. Like, I'm on my shit today. I don't give a damn. It's Friday. I'm feeling good. My doggone co-host about to party. You know what I mean? I'm about to go upstairs and get something to eat because I'm starving, but I'm just on my shit right now. So what I'm telling you, if you're going to you got to do the work. And the problem is with most of y'all and whatnot, why these conversations are so hard, because you so busy faking that you don't want to do the work.
And they're worried about, but they're worried about too what everybody else is going to say. Oh, what's my mom and dad going to say?
Act like everybody else ain't going through the same shit you going through.
Or they already know. Like, again, we go double back.
Forget what they know. I don't care who knows what. I promise you, your brother and them, they going through, go through, right? Like, I promise you, your friends, they go through. Mm-hmm. Everybody that you're trying to press on the gram, on Facebook, or wherever, TikTok, whomever, they all going through what they going through it. And you steady trying to, I'm going to do the same thing they do. I'm going to keep posting. I'm going to keep faking. I'm going to keep acting. And, at the dinner table, y'all don't got no conversation. In the bedroom, y'all sleeping with your backs to one another. It's just no conversation. Like, it's strangers in the night. That's all you become, because you refuse. Two things you're refusing to do. You're refusing to do the work, and you're refusing to have the hard conversation. So you settle on the bullshit, in time, which is owned by nothing, is still ticking. And then you wake up years later and you still there, and your life has passed you by. What a fool you are.
Everybody plays the fool.
Sometime. Anyway, that's I want to say my 2 cents, but I think I threw a whole lot of pennies into that bucket. But man, like anything in life is what you make it. I ain't even trying to be deep. I'm just saying some comments. Like I tell you, I'm short and fat. I can't get deep. I wax wide though. Anything in life is what you make it. Your marriage sucks because you're not working at it. The relationship with your kids sucks because you're not working at it, right? You're not, doing your goals because you're not. Stop waiting for this big, huge light bulb to pop over your simple ass head. Let me give you a life hack. Let me give you a love hack. Let me give you a parent hack. Do the work.
Right? You have to. And
if you want longevity in anything I just named, I'm sorry to cut you off, but as you should know by now, I'm on a DK rant. If you want longevity in anything I just named, do the fucking work. It ain't right. Like you can listen to all the you can listen to this podcast. You can go listen to somebody else's podcast. You can go follow many life coaches. You can read all the memes. You can do all that shit. That's ain't nothing but stored knowledge. Until you apply stored knowledge, which is the work, you're still gonna be in the same space. I'm talking to somebody on a Friday. Right about now, everybody is Friday, and it ain't much to do because COVID is still doing this thing, right? So you in a situation. But when we release this and you hear this, I'm not sure it's gonna be on a Wednesday. It's gonna be at 7:00. But I don't know exactly when you're gonna hear this. Like if you're in between, wherever you at, whatever I just named, if you're in between, if you're indecisive, like do the work. Do the work to make your situation better, whether it's love, parents, relationship, you being an entrepreneur, do the work, right? Or have that hard conversation. One or two things, do the work or have the hard conversation. But don't sit on the doggone toilet and never take a shit. You just there, twiddling your thumbs. You coming out the bathroom now, it's comfortable in here, I've been settled.
Your legs have gone numb.
Right, because you're scared to do one or the other one. And then you look up, and what happens is the person gets tired of on you waiting, and they gone. So the work get done for you. And you're like, but I loved her. But you didn't love her enough to do the work. But she loved herself enough to leave you the fuck alone with your indecisive ass.
Last question. What is the recurring theme of your life? I know what you're going to say.
I'm going to be quiet.
You're going to say love.
What's the is it the reoccurring theme of my life? Is it love? I'm gonna let you answer. Then I'm gonna come back because I'm not so sure that's the answer. I know.
Remember where you are. Remember what we sell.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, I understand that, right? But that's not necessarily the reoccurring theme.
You just don't want me to be right. It's okay.
I'm not that petty. I ain't you. Don't confuse me.
No, my PhD. Yeah, my PhD.
Yeah. Right. I'm dark skinned. You bright. So you answer and then come back to me.
All right. I would say the recurring theme of my life would be faith. I think there's never a point where I haven't, I was raised in a Christian household. So I've always been introduced to having a spiritual relationship, not a religious one with God. So I am constantly working on myself and my relationship with God through prayer, meditation. I'm very involved in our church. DK said it before, I'm on certain boards and things like that. So I would say the recurring one for me is definitely faith.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the love boy. The recurring thing for me is evolution. Like I pride myself on being better than I was, and I'm looking at my life, and because I was stuck in a really bad, dark place for many years. Like I was just going through the motions. Like the reason I was so impassioned about what I was speaking about earlier because it was personal. I was talking about me. Like I'm gonna give you a hack toward the part. Anytime I'm doing a rant, I promise you, there's a personal interest in what I'm ranting about because I'm upset with myself. Like showing that for a high second is cool, right? But it's evolution. Like I pride myself on getting better in every area of my life. Like I'm not okay. Notice what I said. That getting better. I didn't say getting perfect. And so I pride myself on being a better person than I was yesterday. I pride myself on being a better husband, better father, better friend, better family member. I pride myself on that. Like you got to evolve. You'll never know how great you can be until you try to be great. Bottom line, flat out. You'll never know Like you'll never know like how far you can go in life. You never know, how far you're willing to lose yourself in love. Like you'll never know until you just want to have a leap of faith. Take that first step off into the unknown and don't worry about the outcome. Just like, what can I do today? What can I conquer today? Like, I want to get to a situation that's uncomfortable and I want to conquer that situation. That's evolution. Like, how do I, what can I do better? I'm always looking for that. So as close to you as you were being right about love, evolution for me, personal evolution trumps that.
I feel it. The first step is the hardest step of any journey.
Oh, but you got it. That's just it. But no journey begins without the first step. Yeah, you got to, and like, look, man, let's keep it a buck, people. Like me and my co-host, we ain't deep, right? We ain't telling you nothing. We not deep. We ain't telling y'all nothing that y'all don't know, right? But what happens is, you didn't heard it so much, but you probably didn't hear it from our perspective of the way that we're giving it to you. And then these bells, light bulbs may, go off. You might hear all that, aha, and then have that aha moment. Cool, not a problem, right? We just telling you some common sense shit. We just need y'all to apply it. Matter of fact, to be honest, like 9 times out of 10, I ain't even talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, I'm going to double down on the bucks, right? Let's double up on the bucks. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to double up on the bucks. I am talking to me. That's what I'm so passionate about. When I get on my round, I'm talking to me. So the things I'm talking about that y'all need to do, like I'm actually talking to me. I need to be. I'm going to be. I am.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well, y'all know what it is. This is your girl, Thorny Chic, Karen KK Rose. This is the Love Is podcast, and that is my co-host, the Lovable Asshole, DK Walker. And this is where I pass my baby off to DK. It's time for the Daily Love Jones.
Yes. Oh man, like, we had a blast today. I love these questions because you get to talk about a myriad of topics, which is a good look. I just want to reiterate what I said earlier, man. Just do the work. I don't care where you at in life. I'm just like, look, y'all, like we're in uncharted water in life, right? We're definitely we're at sea. Compass is broke. It's a cloudy, sky. So I can't, tell you which way to go because we can't see the moon. Shit's kind of crazy. Shit is definitely chaotic. But the way that you stop the chaos in your life, no matter which part of your life that you want to stop the chaos in, comes down to the work. Like, okay, and I'm talking to, Christians now. You can go ahead and pray as much as you want to. You can go ahead and do the rosary beads. You can go ahead and get splashed with holy water. You can go ahead and call your praying auntie. You can go ahead and call your praying granny. You can go ahead and call all your prayer warriors. Y'all Facebook people famous for that, right? You can call them up. But the best relationship to have with God is a personal one. And alongside of with prayer and faith and hope and all of that is work. Like I said, it ain't deep. It ain't rocket science. I ain't giving you some groundbreaking shit. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you wherever you at in life, pray, not a problem. Have hope, not a problem. Have faith, not a problem. But if you're not working towards none of that, all you're doing is praying. All you're doing is having faith. All you're doing is holding on to hope. And you wonder why nothing is manifesting itself in your life because you're not given the much needed ingredient, which is work. So whether it's relationship, work a little bit at it. Whether it's your job or you want to become an entrepreneur, work a little bit at it. Whether it's just being the best version of you evolving, work a little bit at it. Yeah, I'm not saying go out and, tackle the hardest thing, but if you do a little bit, inch by inch, you'll start to see changes. And it won't be overnight. It may be a month from now, maybe 2, maybe 3. Trust the process and just keep working. And when you get to look back on that journey, when you took that first step, when you took that leap of faith, you can be like, wow, I've made tremendous strides in my life. I made tremendous strides with love. I made tremendous strides in being a parent. And then you get to stop for a hot second, celebrate your win. Keep stepping.
Definitely celebrate your wins. Definitely celebrate your wins. This is your girl, the Thorny Chic, Karen KK Rose, alongside my co-host, the Lovable Asshole, DK Walker. Again, y'all could be anywhere. You guys are everywhere. Listening to us week after week, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys are making my voice go where my feet have yet to travel. And for that, I say thank you. I send you love. I send you light. I know it's really tough right now because We're in some crazy, crazy times. COVID numbers are back up. Unemployment is down. We don't know what we're going to do, but hey, keep the faith. Stay strong. We got you. Your family has you. Your support team got you. Reach out if you need help. And that's my 2-bit. DK.
Yes.
Tell the people bye-bye.
I got issues.
We got Kleenex for your tissues.
You always want to be cute. You don't sit your dog on. Sit your silly.
We got tissues for your issues.
Look, you librarian. Look, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy yourself. Peace.
Bye.
This episode of the Love Is podcast has ended. But please be sure to subscribe for more great content on sex, entrepreneurship, life, love, and how to get through the BS of it all. And don't forget to rate and leave a review so we can continue to bring more of that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and, dare I say, the lovable a-hole, Mr. DK Walker. See you on the next podcast.